Hello, and welcome back for another blueprint build video. Today we're going to be recreating this modern farmhouse. I found the blueprint online and it's classified as a modern farmhouse. I can kind of see the vibes, but I'm not sure I get farmhouse whenever I see this initially. What you're about to watch is an edited live stream. I know some of y'all can't make it to my live streams, and I get comments occasionally that you all appreciate it whenever I do edited VODs. So let's dive in. We have a front porch, a back porch, and it's just a rectangle. So it's really not gonna be that difficult, I don't think. I say that, famous last words, maybe something like that. I think I'm gonna have to make it bigger because the scale is never right. I've done this at least a few times to know. Interesting. Maybe we could do 2 tiles. I don't really want to take up that much space for something like that though. I think I'm gonna just do it like that. So we can have our pantry here, or we could just like make the pantry 1 tile wide, and then we have 2 tiles here. I can put like a power box and a hot water heater in that space. We can make that work, I think. Make this a little bit wider. Proportions in this game just never work the same. It is an interesting layout because we have a door going into the bathroom. We don't actually have a door. People would have to go through your bedroom to get to the bathroom, which is kind of weird to me. Not the biggest fan of floor plans like that. So we have a washer dryer situation that's stacked. Now we know that we just need 1 block for that, and I'll put a door on it. I don't know if it's technically functional that way, but that's what we're gonna do. And then there's like a linen closet, or shelves. I think those are shelves, like built-in shelves. Do something like that with shelves in. You just try to figure things out slowly, and it's always changing. So what I put down right now is not going to stay, more than likely. I always end up kind of changing things. And then we have like a closet space, which, you know, I don't really want to waste a lot of space with that. So we'll just make this like a little hall, and then we would have 2 tiles to put our shower here. That's technically a shower, but I might put a bathtub shower combo. We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much the floor plan. That was an easy one, floor plan wise. Okay, let me get some lights in here, and then we're gonna get going with this. Let's add the porches, and then it's literally copy of that for the back porch. Yeah, I didn't really leave enough room for the like sidewalk situation that we have. We might just have to improvise with that, which I've had to do before. Can probably push this back a little bit too. We'll see. Okay, so roofing this down, get this over. And then we have like this little room upstairs that I don't think is really a room. There's no way I'm gonna be able to center that unless I have it be tiny like that, which looks a little weird, or I have to do it twice as large. That looks less weird, so maybe we can go with this. I think that'll work. I think we got that. Let's get some columns. Actually, the new SDX columns we got recently kind of fit the vibe of this, and everything is white outside, so yay, my favorite. Y'all know how much I like color. We could go with life and death. I think that's kind of close. Interestingly, we get like a tin roof, but just for this part. We could use the new one from Businesses and Hobbies. That looks pretty spot on. And then color wise, we only get like more of a solid black. I feel like that might be better. The base swatch of the shingles actually looks fine. I just might make it darker. Now, I know we're not gonna find a door necessarily like in the picture. I think the color is more important, preferably the style, but getting a light blue door is more the vibe, I feel like. Like, this could work. I like that aesthetic. And we do get like a more saturated blue color of that, but that's not what we want. I think we just want to keep this as white as we can around them, but then the panes are white and they're supposed to be black. I think this kind of works actually. So much white. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like all of this being white. We have like a brick staircase here too that's white. This is gray. It's brick though. Let me see what this looks like. I mean, I don't love it, but we literally only have the 1 brick staircase. Wow, that's not surprising, actually. I think we're ready to head in. I don't think we have a picture of inside the pantry, so I'm just gonna put some shelves in here really quickly. And then we can do like the little mechanical room. We don't need these to be that wide. So it's a double door technically. I'm not gonna do that because then it's just 3 doors in a row and that's gonna look weird to me. We'll just do that. I kind of need to put a door back, don't I? Okay, so let's see here. We just have like a stainless steel fridge. These are like perfect for this pretty much exact matches. And then we have, let's get like this little guy above the stove, and then another one of these. I might use a corner just for a little added interest. Nope, I'll stick to it. I'll stick to it. That's what they have. They're plain Jane. We're gonna stick with plain Jane. We kind of get that little speckled kind of look with these, but that's not at all the right style. But man, that's kind of close in a way with the countertop. Like, could I just steal the countertop? I totally can. I'm gonna do this, y'all, really quickly. Just look at that. We got a new countertop, a new counter altogether. Is it gonna be annoying to have to do that for all of them? Yes, but am I gonna do it? Yep, don't you know it? Honestly, that's kind of close in the style of that. Maybe we do that. I absolutely hate that that's black and literally everything else outside is white because we can't find a window. I might try to go back at some point and figure out a better window situation because I'm still not sure I'm vibing with this. Okay, so I'm only gonna put 3. The picture shows 4 bar stools, but that would not make sense for me to put 4 of these. This fits perfectly. Could put the little mini one. Actually, that kind of fits the vibes better anyway. Put that there. I'm gonna ignore the fact that we can see it like that. Let's get us a sink. Yeah, I think the base swatch of that's fine. It shows it more like a dark color, but that makes everything brown and black, and it's just the faucet that is, so I kind of just want to keep that the same. I might make an executive decision to change it to white because we changed the windows out here to white since they don't have the black. Yeah, I think I want to go with these because the legs fit the style and it's also not as tall in the back. It's coming along. And then let me go ahead and grab some tile because this is exactly what we have in here. So that works out from the update. Might need to raise these up just slightly more now. Yeah, there we go. I like the like pattern on it with the grain of the wood. Whoops, I completely forgot that I still needed to do that to the island, and that's gonna be a little finicky. Yeah, I don't think that's as noticeable because like the chairs are there. I'm not gonna worry about it. Y'all can worry about it. We have a microwave above the stove. So we need a little dining table. Honestly, I think a square, well, maybe not that small of a square one. A rectangular one could fit here. I guess it could, but it's not gonna fit very well. I'd rather just stick with a square. We don't have very great options with the square tables. I'm just gonna stick with this, I think. And it's funny because in this picture, they look gray, the seats, but then in the other picture, they're definitely green. Like they are definitely green. Yeah, like this picture right here, that's green. Ooh, oh, wait. Those at least somewhat resemble the shape. Please let there be a swatch I can use. Like super colorful, and then they have a solid black. I don't want them to be solid black, so we'll do this. Okay, moving on. I'm just gonna let that go for now. So we just have like one sofa. So obviously, I mean, I can add some pillows, but it's kind of just like a plain white sofa. Yeah, I think this from Dream Home Decorator is the best one. I'm glad this one comes with pillows, but it's not the right kind of pillows that we need. Put that there. And then we definitely have a lamp that is shaped like that. It's not like the same shade, but it is the arched kind of look to it. So I think this is gonna be one of our best options for that. We don't get a gray, but it is black. This is gonna be an interesting build. I have never used this before. I think I'm gonna use that because it has like the drawers on this side, or I don't know, they look like little drawers, but this one kind of has a matching energy to it. This one's literally just squares of different colors. What if we like fit it in to the inside part of this? You do have the line right there, which is a little annoying. I just want to bring some type of color in. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna overlay it. I know that line there is a little annoying, but we're just gonna pretend it doesn't exist. Just like the limit. The limit doesn't exist. The line does not exist. We can put our little water heater right here. And I have no idea what this is meant to be. We could make it like an HVAC system or something. Just kind of put that in there. Okay, so bedroom space. So I think, oh, we have 3 little windows up there. We do have windows like that. I was thinking of Horse Ranch. Oh, yeah, okay, wait. I have an idea. Did Horse Ranch just save the day with this? We could stack them. I like that 10 times better because we get the black on the inside and we still have the white around it. That is, I think, it looks a little weird. I might try to like alt place a little bit like that. It's at least closer to what we're wanting. It does look a little weird like that because you can tell that they're 4 different windows. Oh, well, Wait, okay, I'm just being dumb right now. They do have a full window with that same kind of vibe. Horse ranch. I never would have thought horse ranch would be so helpful right now. Ooh, oh wow. Actually, that's a really good quick pull that I just did on that. But like, that's kind of a vibe. I don't think we have one with the V pattern, and then it's just a lot of gray. Everything is just a lot of gray. This might be the closest thing we get. It's just kind of beige. We do get black. Maybe that's more the vibes. And then the rug actually makes me think of Comfy Gamer right off the bat. I think I do want it to be more this beigey color. I don't think I want like a solid white. Now I don't think I like that color with the wood. Maybe we do switch it to that now. Okay, and then we have like an armchair in the corner. Maybe this. Tiny living. Get that tiny living chair. And we do kind of get like a grayish swatch of that. Okay, and then it looks like we have a dresser. I'll get the nightstands here in a second. Yeah, we never actually see that wall, but we do have a dresser here. Maybe if we can figure out the nightstand situation, we can then figure out a dresser that could go with the nightstand. This is the frame. That matches the frame of it. I do like how thin these are. Like, they don't stick out from the wall as far, and it's kind of the same aesthetic and energy that we're going for from University. So maybe we have a University dresser that we could match with it. Oh, yeah, I remember pulling that one. That's pretty funny. We'll just do this one then. Should we just go ahead and put the island living pocket door? I like doing that. It just gives something a little different. It's not really a pocket door, it's just a sliding door, but it gives the same aesthetic. I need to keep in mind there's a ceiling fan in here too, so I might go ahead and grab that while I'm thinking about it. And it looks like it is a dark brown color. I might do like the really dark. So we have a shower in this area. Is basically what this big cube is for. Maybe something like that. Bring it over that far. It has like a little small end piece. We can do something similar to that, I think. And then we get this same kind of cabinetry and do the white on white. We'll get the little end piece there, and then we can get the full piece there. Kind of similar aesthetically. We'll leave it like that, and then it's just kind of a standard toilet. So we just need like a plain white toilet. For the shower here, we have that same kind of tile, similar anyway, to the kitchen. Maybe I can put a little column here for some division to make that not look as weird or awkward. Maybe not, it doesn't look as good there. Oh well, I'll leave that. You can't open the drawer, but I like the way that looks better. So vibes over function a little bit. Now, one thing that could be interesting to put here is the little divider from the new sleek bathroom, the glass. We don't get a door. Like, I don't want to use the Love Struck sliding door. It's just like a white tile. We can use the sleek bathroom. I don't like that. Never mind. Not for this. Not for this. Yeah, there we go. We'll just do solid white like that. And then I need to actually put the shower. That would be nice. That in there. And then we'll put soaps and stuff there like it has once we do the clutter part of this. That goes over the toilet. Do not like how that lines up with the paneling like that, but we're gonna just have to overlook that. I think I'm just gonna put this one. It's aesthetically not the best, but it is round, kind of like in the picture. And I'll just leave it the base swatch of that. A mirror, it's just like a plain square. Whoa, no, we need something a little bit more substantial than that. We could do this one. It kind of covers the whole space like it is in the picture. So maybe we do that. I think I know what I'm gonna do here. We have a single wall light, but I can put 3 side by side. It's kind of similar vibes. It's gold on this. That's like a super goldy gold though. I do not like that. Like, if it was this shade, I'm fine with that. We could use these lights instead, but I feel like the other lights match the ones in the picture a bit better. We can see right here, actually, there are shelves here, which is what I was gonna do. It's more of a built-in display, which we do have bathroom displays. So I might just grab one of those instead of putting like individual shelves here. Like these things, we could just put like a bathroom display here of some sort. It's more like open shelving, which is kind of like this. Not the biggest fan of this one, but it does kind of go with the vibes. It's like a white. Maybe we can make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, it fits the space a bit more. Oh, there's some big towels. We don't get any images inside the closet really either. The blueprint might show the shelf arrangement. Yeah, it's just in the back. There's just a back shelf here. I'm just gonna grab a couple of the clothes shelves like these and put those back there. I think we can assume that it would be a lighter swatch more than likely. And then we can put a laundry hamper. Put the hamper like in this corner. And then that's the closet. We're gonna leave it very simple because we can't tell what's in it other than the shelves are along the back wall. And then we need a little washer dryer. There we go. I'm just gonna leave those. We do get some light switches. I don't think I've ever done this in any of the other ones, but it would be fun to like actually place a few of these. So we have 4 on the wall there. They're not perfect, but I'm gonna look over that. Cute little picture. It's kind of like a plant picture. Don't know what we're gonna put here just yet. Could put this one. And then that's pretty much it. That little area. We have like a nice vase with something in the center. Maybe something with a plant. I kind of want to use this because we don't have very many things with glass as the like full base of it, like see-through glass. And I feel like that's kind of the vibe. Okay, then we have like a stack of magazines. Just some magazines. And then we have the glasses. Just wanted to make them look like they're setting on top of those. So now do this and then got the glasses, and then we have a computer, so that one I'm gonna have to fudge a little bit, but thankfully you can't see underneath this table that we have. Do that instead. And then let's see here, we can kind of get this caddy cornered right there. Move down. Okay, so we got the coffee table clutter. We need a plant over in this corner, a picture over the sofa, and then we'll put some pillows. We have a big corner here too, so I'm thinking we might even get one of the really big plants. This is what I was thinking of because it's so big. It normally takes up so much space. You know what? I'm gonna do it. We're gonna size it down just a smidge. And then this picture is making me think of the refined living room kit picture, like the pictures we got with that. It's kind of like a similar aesthetic. Maybe you could just use, honestly, the base swatch on that. Yeah, that kind of fits the vibes a little bit. Okay, let's try to figure out some pillow decor. We have like this nice kind of mix of pillows all across the back. They're mainly browns. And then there's like a dark green. We do get a couple of greens. That one's kind of like an olive green. That one could work in here. That's like a brown color. We could do that. Maybe mix in the other option too. I might use the tool mod just a little bit to make this look slightly better. Push it like it's leaning back a little bit more, like -12. Then we have a green one here. Okay, so we get like an orangey color too over here. So I might move this one over to the corner right here. Next to the green one, I'm gonna use this because it's kind of the same color swatch and it's a pattern at least. And I might make this one slightly smaller. It's like this is pretty much the main interesting part in the whole build. Like we get the most clutter, I feel like, in this space. So I wanna make sure that it's gonna live up to that expectation a little bit more. Now this one's kind of more this way. Like it's rotated in a little bit more like that. And then I might actually even rotate it up kind of like it is in the picture. When we don't have much to work with, it's like the stuff that we do, I kind of want it to look pretty darn close to like it being arranged. So I gotta rotate it. Maybe I can scoot this one here a little behind it. Yeah, like a little behind it. And I can't see what's behind the vase. Let's use this one. And then I kind of want to rotate it. Do something like that. But the way it creases, it does make it look a little funky. Maybe go with that. There we go. Do something like that. That's fun. Obviously, we don't have like throw blankets to drape over, but one thing that I like to do is take the towels, and I like to pretend like these are blankets. Just fold it up. And we also have this from Sleep Bathroom now too. And so I'm thinking what I could do is raise it just enough to where only those are showing, because I don't want it to be like we have three blankets stacked up like laundry or something. But if I only show like the top one, it gives the aesthetic of it being a blanket. I'm not gonna worry about light switches everywhere. I just thought since there's literally nothing else by the door, I was like, let me put something there. Let's do the dining real quick. That's not gonna take long. I'd like to do the place settings. Maybe we could do this with the yellow. I'm gonna try to do that. And then we have a picture with some flowers here. Now that does have some color to it, which I like. Like that fills in the wall, I think, really well. And that matches, I think, pretty well too. They turned green. I just think something with these little debug items, they're super glitchy. We have a fruit bowl here. Put this there. I don't think we get the yellow. And then we have, it's a drink tray actually. That's right here. We'll kind of put that right there. And then we just have flowers. We just need some flowers. Could use these. Put those there. We actually don't have any hanging lights. So it's just nothing but recessed lighting. So let's just put like some of these little snack pack things in here. We tried to reach for it on the top shelf, but when you reach and you accidentally push it further back, that's what happened. Okay, so we got a little extra clutter in there and leave it at that. I'm not gonna overdo it. We could put, well, let's put this. We could put this in here, even on the floor, that's fine. It's like one of our little to-go things, little lunchbox. It's like we could have it for a kid, but it's only one bedroom, so it's like, not really. We do have the espresso machine, and that thing's huge. Okay, let's do that. And then we do get like utensils. So we can get little utensils. And then on this side, we have some cutting boards. And it looks like plates, maybe. I feel like we have an item with a cutting board on it. I think it's a shelf, right? So maybe we put this. Like I get we have a dishwasher, but this has cutting boards on it, which is kind of the main object over here. And we get plates there. We'll fix the lights later, but this is kind of like what we're looking at. Okay, so let's go to the bedroom. There's a lot of clutter on the nightstands in here. Let's see. We are not gonna be able to fit a plant right here. That's not gonna happen. I can try to put a plant on the nightstand. Like that one matches the shape of the shade. We could do one of the hanging plants as an ode to the one here. Maybe we could do this. Oh, actually there actually is a plant over on that one, so that's kind of funny. That's what it looks like, a little potted plant. Okay, and then these look like candles here. Let me get the hanging plant real quick. Okay, let's get a candle put right here. And it's like 2 little candles, but we're a little limited on space, so we'll put one right here. And then we do have some specs. Get some more specs to put over here on this one. About right. And then we're gonna grab these. I love how the magazine is like nowhere near the size of the the glasses are like way bigger. So just for scale sake, let's make these a little smaller. I can barely see what's over here. What I'm thinking is we could get one of the little scent things to put in the corner of this one. Oh, that's kind of cool. We'll do that. I might make a logical assumption that we have something on this because they didn't give us every angle in the photos. So like I might put something like that and then put this. Maybe we have like a watch back here. We could put like a little book right here. If we sit down here and maybe we do something with that. We'll put that there just to give us something. We can't see this wall in the image, so that means I can do what I want. That's what I'm gonna say. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Since I can't see, right? Maybe we could get a mirror. You can kind of get a light wood tone. We can do that. Could do this one, something like this, like the modern vibes. I actually kind of like the yellow, not gonna lie, because it ties that in a little bit more. Oh, we have this though. Oh, that's the vibe. Accidental find on that. Oh, I have to size it down kind of small to fit on that wall, but that's okay. That's like literally the same vibe. Towel. We need a hanging towel. Maybe we could just do something like this, size down. We have like a little scent thing over here. Grab the Since You Been Gone, put that in the corner. And then we do have like the bathroom clutter kit stuff. Oh, wait. Sleek bathroom kit. The brush. Yeah, this one with the brush, because there's a brush on the counter. Awesome. So we'll just do something like that. I'll give it a little color. And then we just have like lots of bottles and jars of things. And then we can see there's a toilet brush as well. We'll put the new one right here. I'm just gonna use Base Watch on that. And then I think what's on the other side of the toilet here is one of those toilet paper things that you stack them on through the center. Because the top of it looks like a roll of toilet paper. So what I'm gonna do is actually put a toilet paper roll next to the toilet right here. Okay. And then whenever we get to the shower, I remember there is like a shelf, yeah, with some soap on it. I think this is probably the better of the two. So we have like tons of rocking chairs. We can get 4 of those. And of course they're white. You know, it's too close. Okay, and then we have these tables. Now they're round, and I kind of want that to be the primary focus, which means we only have a few options. I'm gonna use this. It's a little weird to have outside. I feel like I'm not used to using it outside. And it is black. The top isn't, but the frame is. Okay, and what's funny is that this is the same thing as like in here. So I'm kind of just gonna do the same thing and grab what we used as that out here and maybe just might tweak the swatch a little bit and give it a lot of orange pots. And grab that and put this one like over here. Oh, it is dine out. I almost said dine out. Okay, that's like perfect. I'm gonna size it down, but that's like what it's, the vibes that that thing is giving me. Not the top part, but the potter part. It's the first thing I thought of, and so I'm gonna go with it. Okay, let me go ahead and get a grill. That's an easy thing to check off the list. Maybe just this one. It's just like a black grill. I can put that there. Then we have like a little love seat. It looks like an ottoman. Like, this doesn't quite look like a table to me. I don't know what this is, but it looks like an ottoman. And then we have a chair. Like, the chair and the ottoman probably come together, and then it's like a love seat too. Maybe something like that with the green, the white with the green and yellow. Green and yellow, green and yellow, green and yellow, green and yellow. Now this has like a blue or green color on it, and it might be a pillow. Let me just grab a pillow real quick. And then we actually do get an ottoman type thing with island living. That kind of works. Let's just do a big plant here. That matches the vibe. It's still island living. Fills the space in a little bit more. And then we have 2 ceiling fans. And then I think we're done with this part. Those actually match pretty well too, honestly. Oh wow, we got lucky with that. Okay, so now all we have left is like the landscaping. So obviously I can't do the curved look to that. Even with terrain paint, it's kind of hard to make it look good. I'm just gonna have it attach here. We're just gonna kind of do a couple of these right here. And then we have these little bushes. And then we have one over here. Looks a little goofy right now, but it'll still look goofy later because I think this is awful landscaping. One of them is kind of like a pink color. Maybe this go here. And then do we get different colors of Passion's Kiss? We do. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Okay, let me get these like figured out. Okay, and then it looks like we have kind of like the same bush here. And then we have like a little tree situation. What does this look like sized down? Honestly, that kind of worked. Do something like that. And then we have the same thing here as what we had in the front. Might make this a little bit smaller. And then I might actually try to leave these a little bit bigger so it fills the space in. If you alt click, you can lower them all. Oh, really? With the tool mod open? You just like did something to me that I can't explain. Oh my gosh. I had no idea you could do that. Yes, that saves so much time. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for that tip. Yeah, we have this flower bed thing right here anyway, from what it shows. And then we had some purple. We have like some purple flowers, so this is kind of a nod to that. Now let's do the terrain paint, which is my least favorite part, especially whenever it's like lots of curves. Comes around. Go ahead and go up against the house. And so it comes in. Comes around more than that though. Comes back up like that. So we got like a big loop here because the proportion's off a good bit, so it's kind of hard to get this to be exact. I'm just gonna go all the way down. Let me get my square out. I'll go back with the eraser and try to fix the line here a little bit more. It's kind of soothing to listen to a little bit. I'm gonna say that's good enough because I just never do my landscaping like this. I like to have full coverage, and if I don't, then I do like the flower beds. Maybe I can bow this out a little bit more. There we go. I think that's cute. What shall we call this? Oh, I need one more letter. Blueprint. Could put BP build. That fits perfectly. Modern farmhouse BP build. Voila! Yay! Thanks if you made it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I think these builds are really fun to do, and it's just challenging in a way to try to match the furniture and see what you can do to make it work to get the same vibes as in the photos. I stream on Twitch, and you can find my link down in the description box below. Would appreciate it if you liked the video, and then if you'd like to subscribe, go for it. It's free. Why not? And lastly, if you'd like to support me as a content creator, you can click join, or you can click the link in the description box and become a Soul supporter. It would greatly support me, and you get a few little perks. And with that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye. Y'all, I still can't get over the landscaping in this one. It is not my vibe, but you know, I did what I could with it and I matched it.